So this is real life. This is what I look like most times at my computer, wearing my favorite hoodies, my comfy hoodies and sweats, and I literally just got out of the shower. So I figured I wanted to take a quick shower so that I can really dive into everything I'm doing today, and then I'll be able to, like, you know, as soon as I'm done here, I already know, like, I have to run and get the kids. And then it just, like, also too, it's nice to, like, take a shower with no kids and nobody home and just be at peace, right? So I did that a little bit strategically. I mentioned I could take a shower later when the kids are here. I was like, let me just do this now. Husband left for work, so it was like the house besides the dog was just me. But this is what I was doing before I went to take a shower. And like before I really dive deep into like, I want to show you guys in real time as like the whole point of this series. This is usually what I look like while I'm building out a business. Like, is it cute? No. Usually I fix myself up before I get the kids from school. I literally, like, I'm wet around the edges because I was in the shower. But this is most times what I actually look like, and I'm just grinding. I'm in this season of business where I'm building out my online education. So when people are like, oh, you only do hair 3 days a week, like, oh, what do you do with all your off time? I'm like, I don't have off time. Like, I'm building out a full-blown business behind the scenes, and I've gotten the opportunity to educate and teach like way sooner than I ever expected, and so this is what I'm doing. So today, what I'm actually doing, I want to give you guys some like value, is I listened to this podcast and I love him, by Omar El Takori. I've been seeing his process of him growing his actual business in real time, and like he's been documenting it kind of like on his podcast. Now, is he doing like behind the scenes like what I'm doing? No, but he has a podcast where he like talks about the things he's doing. So he talked about how to leverage AI, which is like ChatGPT and like Claude, Google Gemini, all these things. And he was talking about how to leverage it. So I really, now with this build out of the salon, right now, my mission now is that if I know that I can continue to give value and give education and teach and keep giving more of my classes, and that brings me money, this will be the money, like not the salon money, this will just be like quote unquote extra money from like the online business that will then pay off the money to do the build out for the salon, right? So my goal now, and I'm going to leverage AI now, like this is what I'm going to be doing for the next, I have like what, 2 hours and a half before I have to get the kids. My goal right now is to leverage AI so that AI can break down my business strategy. Like I have a lot to still, like I have to schedule classes, I have to finish my classes, I have to like schedule the dates that I want to go live. I need to schedule out like how I want my whole class and online, everything that I offer online to work. Because right now I've just kind of been like posting content and just going by what people are asking. Now what I'm building out is what people are asking. Like online, people are like, when's your next formulation? When's your formulation class? Like, where's a class for formulation? I love the way you formulate. So my formulate videos do really well and people want that class. I did last week, I finished, which if you saw that video, I finished I was almost done finishing it, and I did finish it, the class, my formulation class, and I was finishing the PowerPoint. So that class is now done. So now this week I've been scheduling the classes and planning when do I want to do this class. So the formulation class, I want to have a live option, and I want to have a like instant option, or you can like just a pre-recorded. So the live option is going to be more money because obviously you're live and you get to ask questions, you get to interact, and I get to like personally answer your questions on a live. Now, when it comes to a pre-recorded class, those are a little bit less because those classes are just like a pre-recorded. You want the information, here you go. There's no like coaching direction. There's no answering questions on that, but you get that information immediately, right? So that's one of the classes I'm putting out. Also, in-person classes I'm trying to do, but I don't have the space. So I'm trying to still leverage the little bit of space that I have in my suite, because I feel like we always have excuses as to like, I'm not going to do this because I don't have the space. Well, do what you can with your space. So with the space that I have, instead of having to reach out to somebody, go to somebody's salon and do all this stuff, I'm going to use the space I already have, and I'm going to have max 5 people. So I already scheduled out my in-person layers class because I had a wait list on here, people waiting. Sent it out to them. So hopefully that can sell out, and I'll have 5 people in that class, and that's going to be in 2 weeks. So now I need a leverage, and the goal is like, yes, it's business and money, But with all of this, I'm still helping people and doing what I genuinely love. So I'm coming up with a structure of how I can structure my classes and my business and my, like, how to maximize the best way possible my online education. So that's what I'm trying to organize. So today, right now, I'm going to be on ChatGPT and Claude. Those are the two that I'm using now. And I'm going to be building out the business. So one of the questions that it was asking me is like, what have you done until now with your online? What is the goals? What is your goal? So I let ChatGPT, AI know, whatever. I just got my quote today on how much my build out is going to be for this salon, if all goes well. And if this is my quote, this is how much money I'm going to need of just the build out. This doesn't include like stations, mirrors, front desk, color, like none of that stuff. This is just actually getting like the space ready to go with lighting. I have a custom like island that I'm making and all this stuff, which you guys will get the full breakdown on, and like putting in the shampoo bowls and all that stuff. But this doesn't actually include the shampoo bowls. It doesn't actually include the stations, the mirrors, it's just like more electrical, plumbing, making new rooms like walls, flooring, cabinetry, like, yeah, just like the space. So, in another video, I'll like break everything down, but for now, so now that I got that number, that's like my base, like this is what I'm starting at. It's probably gonna be double that number, right? So once I double that number, that like gives me an idea of like how much money I'm gonna have to get in loans, how much money am I using of my own money, all that stuff. So, oh, it's 12:19. I was supposed to get on a call. Oh, my phone's over there. I had somebody that was willing to like have a conversation with me that just did a build out of like 4 salons. Like she had one and then expanded to 3 spaces. And I would love to have a conversation with her. So the fact that she's even willing to reach out to me and talk to me is so amazing. So anyway, so then hopefully I can get on a phone call with her, which will guide me better. So then my goal now is like, if I have this opportunity to bring in what I'm bringing, and this is considered extra money, now it's not gonna be extra money, because now my goal is to grow this money from the online education to go towards my build out. So like paying for it, paying for the loans, all that stuff. So if I can maximize doing this, which I haven't been, this is what I keep saying I'm not doing, I need to do it. If I can have a game plan of how I need to maximize all my classes online and what I can offer and how I should offer them, that is the goal for today. So that is the goal for me to finish before picking up the kids today. Just have a game plan. And then I already have like a plan of, you know, the classes that are my most popular. I already have the mastering layers. I already have my blowout class. I already have the formulation class, which I haven't like gone live with it yet or recorded it yet, but it's already there in the PowerPoint. My next one would be social media. A lot of people are asking about social media in the hair industry, but also not in the hair industry. So I need to figure out, do I want to have a call? I think I want to do a class that is more like hairdresser directed for social media and how I grew my following and everything that I've done in the last few, say 2 years. Yeah, it's been 2 years. And I want to have a separate class that then has, like it's generalized, because so many of my clients and so many people online and so many people that I personally know want to expand and grow their business using social media, which is where you need to be. If you're in business in 2026, you need to be on social media. If you're not in business. Period, because I said so. No, but like genuinely, like if you want to grow or be anywhere and expand and elevate in social in business in 2026, if you want to duplicate what you're already doing, if you want to expand, if you want to do more, you need to be on social media. You need to know how to leverage it. So I want to have a class that's for hairdressers, and then I want to have a class that's like for social media, and then I want to have a class that is for just generalized. Yes, I'm going to use my hair knowledge, right? But like I'm going to generalize a little bit more, not specifically to hairdressers, and help people individually in their just like a foundation of like where to even start to grow, maximize, make money, your business on social media. So those are my 4. my layers, my blowout, formulation, social media, those are the 4 classes that I really, really, really want to showcase. And those are the ones that people are always asking for. One thing I have been doing is like not going by what I want, but going by what the people ask. The next thing is people want one-on-one in person, like one-on-one hands-on classes. So those classes would be coming when I actually have my space and when I'm in the bigger salon, God willing. That's when I'll be able to do those classes. So, and then that'll be a whole thing of like how I can play out the classes in person and schedule them and maximize them and exposure, all the other good stuff. And then, yeah. With the build out, I'm gonna be doing the build out while this stuff, I can like set all this up and set the dates and have this ready to go. Then I can focus on the build out. While the build out is happening, I need to start putting out there that I'm hiring. So I'm gonna have to start interviewing people, hiring people, and doing that whole thing, which is gonna be a lot and it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, that's where I stand right now. That's my goal. My mission is to get the online education and everything that I can provide right now, scheduled, planned, have a good layout, maximize it using AI and ChatGPT and Claude to help me maximize what I'm already doing in the business. But now I'm maximizing it with an intention and with a mission. Like this before was just like extra money. This, I haven't even done any in-person classes. I did an in-person class. No, I did an online class for Black Friday on the blowout. And that was just to like, just put something out there for Black Friday. But also it does showcase and kind of like advertise the other stuff that I do. But that's the only class that I've done since May. Everything here that I've generated and everything that I've, like the money that I've made here since August has just been from pre-recorded classes that have just been generating money for me off of the content that I've been making. So the content and my content pillars are very specific to like, I post certain content a week and everything is like, some stuff is just relatable, some stuff is just value, some stuff is something that I'm selling, like I'm selling one of my classes, I'm selling a course, I'm promoting something. So everything is like strategic, but I haven't been as intentional when it comes to the online. I haven't been posting enough about my coaching program, which I keep saying I need to do. So that's another thing. So like once I get this set, then I could come up with a better flow. I'm like so itchy. I don't know why my nose is itchy. I can come up with a better flow of like my content, and then my content is now going to fuel, the business. So this money here and the classes is what's going to pay, God willing, for the build out, so that the salon money is the salon money and we're not going into the salon money, but this is just going to generate its own money and pay for the salon. Obviously I'm going to have like loans and blah, blah, but like to pay it all off as quickly as possible. And then we can invest in other areas. So that is my mission for today and for this week. And I like talking out loud because I can like hear my thoughts, and like me just saying everything I just said helps me like write it down of like, this is what I know I need to do. This is what I want to focus on. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. And then what I do is I then put that into an AI that already knows my business, knows me, knows what I'm doing. And then it will help me generate like a plan of how I can get to that big number to do my build out off of like doing my passion of helping people, coaching people, teaching people, and that could generate money for the bigger plan. So that's the goal for today and for this week. Not just for the week, because it's already Wednesday. So it's Wednesday the 28th. So that's the plan for like this week, as in like tomorrow I'm all day behind the chair, then I'm off on Friday, then I work on Saturday. So, and then Sunday's church. So like, this is my game plan for the rest of this week, is to get a good, first of all, I have to finish that class, my online class. I have to do the PowerPoint for, but besides that, everything else will just be organizing it and be coming up with a strategy to then maximize what I've already been doing intentionally now, not because it would be good to have, but because I have to have, because this money is going to go towards my build out. So that's the plan. That's the goal for today. And obviously I'm going to be giving you guys the tea. So comment down below if you guys have any questions. Comment down below if you're curious as like, if you have any questions, because I love to like go back to the comments and then answer those questions later in other videos. And then when it comes to the build out and everything else, I'm going to be bringing you guys along so you guys can help me make choices. You guys can help me decide, and it'll be like the fun stuff, like the aesthetic stuff. But, yeah, so I told you guys, I showed you guys behind the scenes of building a brand and a business, and that's the mission for the next. I want to try to get done as much, like I want to just have the strategy of everything done today, and I do want to try to have my PowerPoint done today, or at least kind of like put there, and then I have to go in and make edits. I want that done today, God willing. So if I could do that, that's the plan. But like I'm learning right now in business how to leverage AI to maximize what I'm already doing authentically. And everything that I've done until now has been like with no ads. It's all authentic reach from just content. So all that comes from the strategy of what I've been doing for the past 2 years with content, that now I'm able to like help and teach other people, which is a mission to help and teach and grow. So if you're interested in any of that, in the description below, I have my social media handles, and then I also have my stand store where you can get all the education that I provide, and all of these classes will be on there. So if you're seeing this, like the classes I already have are on there now, but if you're seeing this a little later, you'll be able to see that social media class and have access to that class and have everything, have access to it if you are coming a little later to the scene. But that's it for today's video. I am going to work on this, and like I said, any questions, any updates you guys want, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe along this journey, because I'm literally giving you guys all the nitty gritty and the tea behind everything, and it's not cute and perfect over here, because this is what I look like half the time. All right, I'll see you in the next diary, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.